Well, Lee, pantomime, circus, call it what you like now, but it's down to this, isn't it? Just 2 games, maybe 3.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and it's as footballers, it's an exciting time, and it's an exciting time for the fans. They're high pressure games. It's to be enjoyed because there's not many times you get a chance to be involved with playoff games. So you've got to take it in your stride and enjoy it.
Can people seriously enjoy that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think you've got to enjoy it because, as I say, people go throughout their careers and you fight relegation. You finish mid-table, and all along the season, these are the games you want to be involved in. You know, the high pressure games, a big buzz around them. So yeah, it's don't get me wrong, we wanted to go up automatic, but look, we've still got another opportunity. They're going to be fantastic atmospheres, and as players, I think you want to play in the best atmospheres possible.
Have you ever played as many games as you have this season? It seems to be endless.
No, this is probably my most, but every year I'm up around the 45, 50 mark anyway, so it's quite common for me to play a higher number of games. This season in particular, it's obviously we've had some good cup runs, so yeah, that's what happens when you've been having successful seasons. It's part and parcel of it.
You're pretty fit because you only missed 2 league games, I think.
Yeah, I've been quite lucky, touch wood. I've been quite lucky, but yeah, obviously it comes with doing things right and knowing your own body in a way to get through things, and you got to be lucky as well. It's injuries. Sometimes you can be quite unlucky when you keep picking up niggles.
Sunderland's a new one in a way because it's a 2-legged affair. Does your mentality change for something like that? Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, it's you got to beat them over 2 legs. It's 180 minutes. It's not 90 minutes now. So it's a longer game, and I think you've got to play the game as 2 legs and not just one game, because as I say, it's over 180 minutes now, not 90 minutes. So we've got to just make sure we come out top on after the 180 minutes.
And listen, if you watched the drama over the last 2 nights, you'll know you assume nothing from whatever happens in the first leg.
That's exactly it. You can be 3-0 down, 3-0 up. You can't take it for granted. And the last 2 nights of football, what's been fantastic, is a great indicator of that.
Did you watch it as it unfold and just gasp?
Yeah, it is. It's very rare in football that them things happen, you know, especially Liverpool, Barcelona. No one would have called it, but look, that's football. That's why we love it. That's why we love it so much, and it's fantastic for the sport, you know. And as players, it probably gives you a little reminder anything is possible.
Now you've had your little moments against Sunderland, your penalty at Wembley, hitting the post. From your facial expression straight after that, did you expect a score?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I did. It did. It was probably a little bit too high, and he gave me a little nudge in the back. But in a way, it was that time of the season where it didn't really matter who scored, as long as it went in. Obviously, I'd love to score, but look, if I don't score and we get promoted, I really couldn't care less, to be honest.
But you were relieved, obviously, to see Jamal on the end of it.
I think that was probably my facial expression, a sigh of relief, knowing that.
It was almost when you were running back after the goal.
Yeah,
it was a picture.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I think I've seen the picture. I think it's just a sigh of relief, just thinking, thank God for him being there. But yeah, look, that's the little bit of luck that I got, thankfully. And the team got really, that it fell to his feet, because on a different day it could probably have fell to one of their players and they clear it. So luckily it fell to Jamal when he slid it in.
And of course, talking about scoring, you actually did at Wembley, so that must be special.
Yeah, if you're counting that one, yeah. I think it was such a pressure moment. Penalties are always pressure moments, and especially in front of 80 odd thousand, it is a pressure moment. But it don't give you the right, if it went to penalties again, that you're going to score your next one. So it was a lovely feeling, but obviously that's gone, and if it did come to penalties again, you still would have to do the job again.
Did you have any qualms about going up and taking one?
No, I've took quite a few penalties before, so it wasn't really too much of an issue. Obviously, you'd be lying if you said you wasn't a bit nervous. But look, it's the way you deal with that nervous energy and how you deal with that anxiety.
Now you'll probably, and vice versa, you'll probably be sick of the sight of each other by the time you finish this. But you'll know each other well, won't you?
In terms of the team? Yeah, that's it, yeah. Look, I think it's for all teams really, it's you're with each other every day, like you're probably with them more than you are with your family, so it's good to have good chemistry, it's good to have good morale, and especially when you're winning, it helps it massively. Obviously we've been winning quite a lot throughout the course of the season, so our morale is good, our team spirit's good, and it's just about just doing it together. I don't think there can't be no individuals, especially in situations like this, because if there's too many individuals, you don't get anywhere, because you don't win nothing with individuals.
That team morale seems to have been on an even keel all season, no matter what. I mean, you've had a good season, but even when you had a little dip, the team morale seemed to stay up there.
Yeah, I think it's vital, and it's tough because it can easily change. Momentum in football can easily change in terms of you're winning 5 on the bounce, but then you can easily, the next 5 you can lose on the bounce. So momentum changes very quickly. But as players, as a people, we've got to try and stay consistent. We've got to try and stay consistent in our approach to everyday training, every day, our morale, and it tries to, in the long run, it even out your performances and keep your performances consistent, hopefully.
You could say that there will be slight disappointment for both of you at being in the playoffs, because you all had that chance a few days to go of automatic promotion, and Sunderland at one stage looked odds on to be automatic. So is there a tinge of disappointment?
Of course, I think naturally there's disappointment, but look, it's for us ourselves. If we take a step back and look where we are as a football club and where we should be, we're absolutely delighted that we're in with a chance to get promoted. And I think we've got a very strong mentality in terms of with the hunger to get promoted. I think there's a very good underlining hunger, which probably people don't see, but I can see it. I can see it in people. I can see it in people in terms of they might not be screaming and shouting, but they're focused. They're focused on the job. They're focused at what the end goal actually is. So yeah, they probably was disappointed, but we've got a group here who sort of got over that and has got over that pretty quickly in terms of going again, and we've done that throughout the course of the season.
It'll be a great season if you do it. Will it be a good season if you don't? Will it have been a good season?
I think we need to get promoted. I don't really want to think too much about if we don't. Obviously, the main aim is to get promoted 100%. There's no doubt about that. But yeah, of course, I think it would be a massive disappointment. But let's not too think about that. I'm trying to think positively, and so is most people really. I think we've got the players, the personnel, the mentality to go on. Obviously, we're going to need a little bit of luck. Like every team who gets promoted, you do need a little bit of luck. But yeah, fingers crossed it does pay off.
It's just funny because people talk about at the start of the season where they say, yeah, it will be great if we just reach the playoffs. But of course, you can't think like that, because when you get to the playoffs, you want to win them.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt, it's people laugh and joke, but you have got to work extra, longer. There's no hiding the fact of that. So look, we don't want to work for nothing. We want to work to have that success at the end of it, and I think that probably gives you a little bit more hunger to go and get it, because you don't want to work longer for nothing. And I've seen it where people have lost in the playoffs, and it is demoralising, and I think that gives me a little bit more bite not to, because I've seen how people react to it, and it's not very nice.
We've talked about all the games you played this season, but has the season gone pretty fast for you since you first rolled up here in June, July, whenever it was?
Yeah, it has, yeah. And that probably is credit to the lads, really, and credit to how we've done as a team. That it always goes quicker when you're doing well and not probably fighting a relegation. It's the season always seems to go quicker when you're winning and everything's going rosy.